Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the weekly Daily GizWiz is provided by the new Winamp for Android, featuring wireless sync and one-click iTunes import. Now with free daily music downloads and full-length CD listening parties. Download it for free at winamp.com/Android. Video bandwidth for the weekly Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the weekly Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1320, recorded June 25th, 2011. Mini CES. The weekly Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on your PC, Mac, iPad, or iPhone, or TV instantly. All streamed directly to you, saving time, money, and hassle. For a free 30-day trial, go to netflix.com/twit. And now, get ready for Dick. It's time for the Daily GizWiz weekly version. And now let me just dial into Dick DeBartolo. And in a moment, we will get him on. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Dickie D. Hey, Dick.
Leo, how you doing?
It's great. This is amazing. You know, we had to change some things in the studio because we took the fancy Axia board out and moved it over to the new studio, so we're ready. Because in 3 weeks you're arriving, and we want to be able to do the show.
Yeah, new string on all the paper cups. I was watching the video.
Absolutely,
really nice.
Nothing but the finest twine for you, my friend. And as you can see, we've moved to modems, but it all seems to be working quite well.
It's what'd you say?
Hello,
Leo.
Are you there?
Myra, Leo.
Now he's hallucinating. Mommy. Mommy, are you there, Mommy? Hello, Dickie D. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. I'm fine. And you are good, too.
Life good
I
for
like
you?
your hat.
Yeah. I got this, last night, thanks to Bob Heil, who does all of our mics. We were able to go backstage and meet Charlie Daniels. You know who Charlie Daniels is?
I just noted he wears a big hat.
You don't seem to me like a country musician, country music fan, exactly.
No, outside of Dolly Parton, that's about as close to country as I get.
Well, and there are really only two things to like about Dolly Parton. But see, Charlie is famous for his the biggest hit was The Devil Went Down to Georgia. You remember that?
Yeah, that I do remember.
Devil Went Down.
So was he performing at that theater?
He was performing at the county fair.
Oh, okay.
The county fair. And so he's famous for having a big hat. So as you can see, I went out and I purchased a very large hat. For those of you listening at home,
that's like an 8-gallon 2-pint hat.
Well, in Texas they call this big hat, no cattle.
Okay.
So here's the picture of me and Charlie. And again, for those of you listening at home, picture yourself two old men wearing big hats. Except that Charlie Daniels on the right, his hat is huge. He's making my big hat look teensy.
It's big.
It's gigantic.
Yeah, he's got his car parked on.
Yeah, I thought this was a big hat. No, this is nothing. Nothing compared to Charlie Daniels' big hat. Anyway, that was the excitement for the week in Petaluma. We had the fair in town, so that was it. Oh, and another big piece of news that you'd probably be interested about. The train started running again.
What train? Down at the waterfront?
You remember when you came to visit and you saw a train with grass growing up around it, and you said, "Oh, when does that go?" And what did they tell you?
They said that they were checking the tracks, and it would not be long.
Well, but, here it is, 2 years later.
When Dane dropped me off at the train station, there were no tracks at all.
Right. So they finished the tracks. And the first freight train in 10 years went through Petaluma, California yesterday.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there they are in the front, riding the train. Now, the interesting thing about this is, you see, it's really only, it's got 2 cars and an engine. And that's because they really weren't sure if the bridges would hold.
Nice.
Wouldn't you like to be the guy on this train?
I'd like to be the guy at the back of that train so when the engine falls in, I could jump off.
They literally
Wow.
Wanted to go. They went very slow. They were 3 hours late. That's how slowly they went. These photos are from petaluma.patch.com, which is our...
That is it's very funny because I called Amtrak and said, could I get to Petaluma by rail?
Yeah.
They said, yes. Did you want hop a car or caboose?
Take my word for it, caboose.
Caboose. I want caboose.
Until they're sure the bridges will hold.
Yeah.
At least you'd have some warning.
Oh, wow.
So this is a quote from Mitch Stogner, Executive Director of the North Coast Railroad Authority. The idea is the bridges have to hold 286,000 pounds. Our locomotive is pulling 2 rail cars with trains so we can test how the bridges perform. So if they don't, what? You're in the water?
Yeah, that is... Well, I guess how else can you test them?
Well, anyway, the train did, in fact, get from point A to point B. God only knows what those points are.
It didn't go over that trestle at the turning basin, did it?
You're not allowed to walk on that, let alone
I was going to
286.
say, I put one foot on it to take a picture, and the thing was shaking.
Excuse me, sir, how many tons do you weigh? As long as it's under 183 tons, we're okay.
Oh, okay. But that, and so they must have had a lot of people with cameras.
Well, there were when they were scheduled to come, but 3 hours later, there was only a couple. As you can see, there's 2 people left because they were so darn late. There's literally 2 people.
I see. The welcoming committee.
I was going to go. I'm glad I didn't wait. I mean, that's 3 hours late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just my luck, I'll get a room at the Sheridan because the train goes right behind it, and I'll be the first one they wake up at 4 in the morning with the train.
Actually, there's only two trains a week.
Oh, okay.
So and it's not in the middle of the night. It's more like kind of, midday.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be all right.
Oh, good, but I'd love to see one go by. It'd be excellent.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know because maybe people who haven't been listening to this show for as long as I have, I've been here for almost the entire run.
Yeah.
Except for that host you had early on the first few years.
Oh, yeah.
He was terrible.
I know. Well, you only had him so that you would look better. You said, what can I do to improve my image? I said, get someone terrible. And then when you come back, people will think, I'd never realized how good Leo is. Worked like a charm.
They only had one theme back in those days, too. It was,
I'm a simple guy. Some say I'm not so smart. I could be happy with my life if I could win your heart.
it's kind of slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
We actually had the entire studio audience has fallen asleep.
Yeah. It's also very hard to bounce on a ball to that tune.
Well, the other guy didn't sit on a ball. He just kind of he lay down. He was kind of. He's kind of.
The oceans near the shore.
Those were the days.
Yes, and I'm glad they're gone.
So today, our gadgets, we have a theme.
We have a theme. It is the mid-year CEA Line Show.
What is a line show?
A line show just means companies show what's new in their line. And what's nice about the line show, the CEA Line Show, is that I think there were maybe 50 different companies showing gadgets. A lot of times, Sony will have a line show and LG has a line show where they only show their own gadgets. So the fun thing about the CEA Line Show, it was a lot of companies, and it's like a mini CES.
Well, we should say
fun.
that the CEA is the Consumer Electronics Association. They put on the Consumer Electronics Show, which we go to in January. So this is like midway through the year. What's new? What's different?
Exactly, and there are a lot of events around it because June and early July, believe it or not, is the cutoff date for the Slick magazines to put together their gift guides. Like at TWiT, we need, someone said, how much lead time do you need at TWiT? And I said, 30 seconds is usually pretty good.
I'm still trying to decide what to do for Turn the Table Turkey.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Yeah.
Except Leo, he works a little closer to the wire. Well,
fact,
I'm doing the intro. Leo is looking for his
If anybody wants to FedEx me a gadget for later in the show,
we're open.
the TWiT Cottage, 8 Keller Street, Petaluma, California, 94952. Just please don't send it by freight train.
No, yes, exactly.
So these are all things that we saw at the Line Show.
At the Line Show, exactly. And the first one is from Dual. Remember Dual? Remember what they made? DUAL? Turntables. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same company because they're using the same logo.
Oh my God.
And I don't know. So the show just ended, and they sent me these gadgets right after the show ended. So I haven't had time to use them yet. But you know what?
Let me guess. That's an iPod foot. So that when you have your iPod and you don't want to put it on the desk directly, you put it on the iPod foot.
No, but it could be used for your iPod, or rather your iPad.
Oh, I know what it is.
Go ahead.
A lazy Susan.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's a lazy Martha. No, actually, it is a Bluetooth GPS.
But wait a minute. I'm sorry, but don't most of my...
Does your iPad... The iPad doesn't have
has
GPS.
a GPS. Well, I guess you could buy them without GPS. No, you could buy a straight Wi-Fi iPad. It wouldn't. But all the 3G iPads have GPS, yeah.
Okay, so this is a way to add GPS.
I get it, to ones that don't.
To any Bluetooth device that does not have a GPS.
So this is itself a GPS.
That is exactly right.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's exactly right. So as soon as you pair it, it'll tell you to go get the free app, and that will show you the satellite signal strength, your current location, the battery level of the device itself, and it's for both Android and Apple products. Comes with an armband. Comes with a little dashboard mount, so if you want to use it in your car. And it's shipping now, and I'm just trying to see. It's going to be under $100.
Ah, not bad.
So for any little device,
I see they have it on Amazon.com.
Oh, okay. Are they selling it cheaper? Is it
$99.99.
Oh, okay.
That's under $100, isn't it?
It is under $100.
One penny under $100.
$100. But it's kind of interesting that the folks are still around making electronics. I had dual turntables.
I kind of feel bad because so Dual used to be in the turntable business, then turntables went away. So they've picked a business that is sure to last for many years to come, the standalone GPS business.
Well, yeah. Well,
a little late to the party, kids.
Well, you talk about late to the party.
Yeah.
Wait till the gadget.
I hear that they're going to be the biggest CB radio vendor in the United States soon.
Wait till Gadget Warehouse.
Really? You got something even more?
It's mean-spirited, but
don't be mean, Dick. Don't be mean.
I'll get your take on it and the chat room's take on it when we get
there.
Now,
if you are into the sky, I think this next gadget's going to be great.
Yeah, and it's a little complicated. So Ben at Celestron explained it to me. It just takes about 1 minute and 20 seconds, and so I made Ben our video of the week, and this again is from the CEA Line Show.
We take you now to Ben.
This is the Celestron Sky Prodigy. It's a brand new telescope we're introducing to the market. It'll start shipping this month. And the Sky Prodigy is the first affordable automatic alignment telescope. Normally with computerized telescopes, you have to go through an alignment procedure to set it up so it knows where it's pointing in the nighttime sky. While it's not ultra difficult for somebody just getting started into astronomy, it can be a little bit intimidating. So what we wanted to do is make this to where anybody their very first night can go out, use the telescope and find objects in the nighttime sky. So what we did is we took our computerized telescope and integrated a digital camera. The digital camera will actually take images of the nighttime sky, processes it, takes those images, compares it against an internal database to see the various star positions, and knows exactly where it's pointed in the night sky. It only takes about 3 minutes, and at that point, it can find anything in the nighttime sky. It also allows you to input the object that you want to look at. As you can see there on the control, it shows solar system, stars, deep sky. So it's your way of navigating the database and finding the objects you want to look at. So this is our largest model of the Sky Scout, of the Sky Prodigy. And this is at $799. It's going to gather the most light and will allow you to see fainter objects than the smaller models.
And available?
Available July of this year, so next month.
Wow. And that's
so Leo,
Sky Prodigy from Celestron.
amazing.
That's neat.
it's really quite amazing that this is it's 3 different models from $700 to $800, but it really is amazing that you get all those features. I did ask,
For that
however,
price, are you kidding? That's a great deal.
I know it is. I know it is. You know, originally I said to the guy, let me guess, we're talking what, $14.99,
Yeah,
and he said
yeah.
about half that.
Wow.
And I did ask about the camera because, you know, he said the digital camera takes some quick pictures of the sky, compares it to 4,000 images it has in its database, and then the telescope knows exactly where it's pointing. But I did ask, does the user have any way to use that digital camera? And he said, no, the telescope uses that information for itself. But it's still an amazing deal. And for someone who's just starting out in astronomy, but is that...
Now, did they say what the power of the telescope was?
you know what?
Should look at the website. They probably say on the website.
I think something was... Give me an example of something was 30-something.
30x? Yeah, that might be about right.
I think it was 30x, yeah. I think it's Celestron.com.
And was that the 70 is $700, the 90 is $750, and then the top of the line is the 130. That's $800.
Yeah, that was the one he showed, the $799.
I'm looking at the website here. Actually, no, that's not.
No, I was going to say
That's not the
they
website.
sure should have gotten a different photographer because they show up as picture
It looks
frames.
like headphones and picture. Let's see. Let me look here. Sky. I'm looking on. I was head on the wrong computer because actually it's this hat. It's constraining my head.
Oh, okay.
The Sky Prodigy 130 computerized telescope from Celestron. Let's just check and see what the specifications are.
Prodigy. That's
There
it.
we go.
That's the
It's
big
18
guy.
pounds, 130 millimeter aperture, focal length 650 millimeters, focal ratio 5, magnification 26x or 72x. Highest useful magnification 307x. That's pretty. I think that I'm no astronomer, but those sound like numbers to me.
Yeah, that's good. You're
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, I may be
Hey,
wrong.
Didn't you have a big telescope at one time?
Well, it wasn't that
Then
big.
that lady got the
She
injunction.
told
and
me
they-
it was big, but I didn't. But it wasn't. It turned out it was
Oh, okay.
normal. The hat, though, that's huge. Huge. No, I always wanted a telescope so I could look into my neighbor's.
Yeah. Well, your houses are so far apart over there in Petaluma.
I just want to, but
You know
I.
what? If I want to look at my neighbor's thing, I get a magnifying glass and I'm golden. You know, that's the advantage of living in New York City.
Item number 3 from the CEA Line Show. I do line dancing, so I would have been a big hit at the line show.
Oh, I think you would have been. Okay, GoFlex satellite wireless storage.
GoFlex satellite. Is this related to Bowflex, the exercise machine?
No. This is related to Seagate. The people who make
Seagate.
Okay, so I walk up to the demo table, and on the middle of the demo table is this little hard drive just sitting there, nothing connected to it, just sitting there. And I said,
But,
"So
but wait
what
a
are
minute.
we-"
But Dick, was it just sitting there?
It was just. It was
Okay.
just sitting there.
Just checking.
So I said to Nathan, the PR guy, so Nathan, what am I watching here? I see movies. I see a different movie. I see another movie. What's the connection here? And he said, okay, so all 3 of those movies are being broadcast from that wireless hard drive
What?
in the middle of the table.
It's a Wi-Fi hard drive?
It's a Wi-Fi hard drive that can send 3 different video images to 3 different devices.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
It's 500 gigabytes. So
really, it's almost like a network-attached storage. I mean, they're getting more like network-attached storage, where it has a media server built into it. It looks like it's not big either, is it? It looks like
this is it, Leo.
Wow.
And it's 500 gigabytes. Nathan said about 300 HD movies, and it's under $200.
Oh, see, that's good. And is it now? Did you plug it in? Is it noisy?
You know what? I did not plug it in. I just
because
they said, when the show's over, you can take this if you want to show it for size. So I only got it yesterday.
Because I have network attached storage, which I mean it's a lot. It's like 8 terabytes, and it has media.
Is it bigger than your hat?
It's much bigger, and the problem is it's noisy. You can't leave it in the living room. You have to put it somewhere,
Right. Well, I certainly didn't hear any noise from the device at the show, but it's hard to tell
noisy,
because, at the show that there's some background noise. But I thought this is pretty ingenious to have a little device that you can actually charge up, and then, if you have an iPad.
You don't even have to have it plugged in?
No.
That's bizarre. So it's really truly
once you charge,
wireless.
it's 5 hours. You can get 5 hours of Wi-Fi streaming of video from the drive.
Oh, see, now this would be great because you could bring this in the car, for instance.
Yeah.
So you charge it up overnight. You put the movies you want on it. You unplug it. You get in the car. Now the kids can watch on their laptops or their iPads as you stream movies out of there. I think that's kind of cool.
And if they hate the movie, each one can watch their own movie.
Or these are small enough you could just toss them out the window.
Not the hard drive. You mean the kid?
Yes, of course. Hard drives are valuable. What are you talking about?
Exactly. The problem is you need to have 3 kids for this to really work out.
Right. This is kind of intriguing. I think this is an interesting product. So this is,
and also it's USB 3.
Yeah, that's fast. Yeah.
Right, and also it uses their the Go Flex system where you can. If you need a different connector like FireWire or USB, it comes with USB 3 and USB 2. But if you want it to be FireWire, there's a way to just buy the connector for the end of the hard drive, so you can turn it into whatever output you want. So it's very clever in that way. That's why they call it the Go Flex, so that you can just change the cables at the end and still use the same hard drive.
Okay. So now I have to correct myself. The chat room is pointing out that it's. Now, and this I don't understand, but I think that they're probably right. It's not a Wi-Fi access spot. It would just hop onto your Wi-Fi network.
Oh, yes.
So you couldn't just bring it in your car.
Well, why wouldn't it? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Because you don't have an access point in your car.
Yeah, right. No, in the driveway.
In the driveway, it would work great. And the benefit of that is when you throw the kids out the window, they're home already. So it's easier for them.
Yeah. You shake the car and you tell them you're going somewhere. They're watching a screen.
They don't know.
They're not going to look out the window.
They're watching The Little Mermaid. They're happy.
Every once in a while, you run by with a little cactus by the window and go, "Oh, the desert." They'll
my kids would actually prefer that. Every time we go on vacation, my son goes, "We're not gonna go to another museum or cathedral, are we?" I said, "No, you can stay in the room." He said, "Can I get room service?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I'm there. I'm in." So from now on, we're just staying home.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. That's funny. It's like when Gaines took us to Italy. We had our own tour bus, and on the 9th church, everybody got back on the bus, and the driver said, "Our next church," and everybody said, "No more churches.
We want a pasta. Where's the pasta?"
No more. So Bill said, "All right, hands up. Who wants no more churches?" Everybody raised their hand.
Who wants no more churches?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So he said to the driver, how many more hours do we have at the bus? And the driver said, 3 more hours. And he said, make a list of things you can drive to in 3 hours, and we'll vote on where to go. The advantage of having your own tour bus.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Henry would like that tour.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what I like. It's cathedrals, castles, and museums. That's me. That's all I want to see.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I love that stuff.
Okay.
Hey, we're going to come back in just a bit with our Turn the Table Turkey, and you're going to love this, Dick. It was made for you.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it has nothing to do with the hat that I'm wearing.
That's even better.
Just to reassure you. But right now, my friends, it's time to talk Netflix. Netflix.com/twit. You will love it. In Netflix, movie comes to you. That's the beauty of Netflix. You don't, in the old days, you'd have to go to the movie store. You'd have to go to the movie. Netflix movie comes to you over a Roku box, your Blu-ray player. Many TVs even have Netflix built in. And of course, so does the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, the Nintendo Wii. There are lots of ways to watch Netflix. It really brings internet connectivity. It turns you into a cord cutter. Do you know about this whole trend now called cutting the cord? Where no more cable, no more satellite. You just watch your TV and movies on the internet. And that's what Netflix is, a big part of a cord cutter's strategy. In fact, it's probably the cornerstone to cord cutting. Look at this. This is all from Watch Instantly. So $7.99 a month. You can watch any of these movies or TV shows. Unlimited. There's no you've watched too many. No, you can watch as many as you want. Everything from Hot Tub Time Machine to, let's see here, what else? Ever After. That was a nice little romantic comedy, the Cinderella story. There's lots of TV here. Pulp Fiction. Oh, I love that movie. Swingers. TV shows, too. Futurama, Family Guy, Mad Men now. It's really exciting. I have to say, this is just a fantastic way to bring great entertainment for your television for less. Now, much less right now, because if you go to netflix.com/twit, it's free for the next 30 days. Netflix.com/twit. I just love Netflix. You can watch them on your PC, too, or your iPad or iPhone, or even many Android phones. Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. Let's watch that. I don't know what it is. It sounds good. Netflix. Arthur. The original Arthur. They made that remake, but it was the original with Dudley Moore. Wasn't that great?
Excellent.
See, now, what I'm doing right here, this is so cool. So I decided, no, I'm not going to watch this movie right now. I'm going to go back. I changed my mind. I want to watch Arthur. So let's watch Arthur instead. And this is what you do. I do this all the time at home. I'll start a movie and say, boring. Let's watch another movie. And it's all the same price. If you're already a Netflix member, try it out. But you might want to show your family or friends, grandma, grandpa. They would love this. And if you find out, tell them, hey, grandma, go to netflix.com/twit, 30 days free. If she says, I like this, you can give her a gift certificate. It's a great gift. It just keeps on giving. I give this to my mom. Netflix.com/twit. Let's watch a little bit of Arthur in absolute violation of all copyright laws worldwide. Remember this, Christopher Cross? When You're Caught Between the Moon and New York City? This is such a good movie. John Gielgud, Liza Minnelli.
Gielgud was amazing in that movie.
He's the butler.
Yep.
And he just slaps Arthur around. But I think this was Dudley Moore's best movie. I think people forgot about this movie. Because
you're right, but it's one of the things. It took really nerve to remake that.
Yeah, no kidding. What about the most perfect movie ever?
Yeah.
Do you like it? It starts with Dudley laughing. You can't help but laugh. He just laughs through the whole beginning of the movie. It's a movie that really glorifies alcoholism, and I like it for that too. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
It's very close to home, I think.
It is. Yeah. There he is, little Dudley Moore. Yeah, he's just having a good time in a top hat and tails. It's such a good movie. Netflix.com/twit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Dick DeBartolo, if I could stop this here movie. Let's stop the movie because I can't play the jingle until the movie's over. Is going to introduce a great new feature on the Daily GizWiz. We like to call it Turn the Table Turkey. Dickie, take it away.
Hey, it's Dick DeBartolo. Once a week we do this thing, and since Leah doesn't even know what it is, I'm sure it's going to be a big disaster. So it's called, it's the Turn the Table Turkey. Leah, what do you got?
Son. Hey, you dick. Not only that, you're going to like this. Oh, wow. Everybody do it with me here. Turkey. We have to cover up the part that says Tuesday because it's no longer Tuesday.
So,
It's-
Leo, I was jesting because I understand this is a knockout. Search all week. Get the best you can find kind of gadget.
I wish you wouldn't do that, Dick.
Well, a minute
Can
ago,
you go
I
back
didn't.
to
And you
underselling
said-
it? All right, this crystalcase.com. This I was actually showing this earlier.
Oh, okay.
They add bling to everything. They make iPod and iPhone cases. They make headphones. They make mice, all embedded with crystals and LEDs. And look what they sent us, Dickie D. You can't buy this in any store. This is the new TWiT glowing LED mouse. Wait a minute. Let me turn out the lights. You gotta see this thing. This just glows with an inner purpose. And watch actually here. I'm gonna unplug it. Okay, when you unplug it.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
That's no lights. As soon as you plug it in, it wakes up and says hello. Look at that. It lights up the room, and then when you move it, it lights up.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Now I don't know about the TWiT logo. I don't know how they did that. I don't know if you can buy that. That's not sold in any store.
So they do custom things, or they just did that for you?
I think they did this just so I'd do it.
Yeah.
They
wow.
have some brands. They have Hello Kitty. You know.
Okay.
They have some brands.
Yeah.
So they make cell phone.
Go to the
cases.
GizWiz page and let me see all the stuff that they have for the GizWiz.
Do they have a GizWiz page?
I doubt it.
I wouldn't be surprised. They've got speakers. Look at these. They embed. This is for people who like their bling.
Wow.
They have ebook accessories, and as I'll show you, the mice aren't expensive. So, and they do have like ladybug and leopard and zebra and all different kinds. Here's a gold leopard mini travel crystal rhinestone laptop computer mouse, $299. Now these are basically they just take basically inexpensive. These are optical mouses. This Satsuma brand, so they're just some Japanese kind of third-party mouse.
How much was it?
That's like $30, $25.
Oh, I thought you said $299.
No, $24.99. They're
Oh, $24.99. Oh,
yeah. They're not expensive. This one would be $30, and they actually have. You can get 2 packs. I think this is the one. This is their #1 top seller, and I think this is kind of the one that we have, and it's $30. It's pink. I wish they would make available. Look at this. This is just so pretty. The TWiT mouse.
Oh yeah, it is nice.
I have to talk to them, but it's fun. It's for the lady in your life. Or the guy who wishes he was a lady, and you could just any guy who, for reasons unknown, likes rhinestones. This would really, hey, it's Pride Month. Give me a break. This would really be a great little mouse accessory. Not very expensive. I think this is kind of cool. One of the things that I like about it is it changes colors as you mouse around. So. It kind of wakes up and starts glowing and does different things. And the little scroll wheel glows blue. You can't really see it very well on the camera, but it really is. It's really quite pretty. Very, very lustrous. And I know you like LED things, so I thought you
Oh,
might
I
try
do.
this.
I do. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll send you this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, marriage between men became legal yesterday in New York. So
Finally, Dick, you and me, baby.
So
I got
that
the
was
hat.
the question. So are you moving back to the city? Or was that just a way to get me to do TWiT?
Yeehaw! No, it's really the hat. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. This is in New York City. This is very popular, isn't it? You see people walking around town all the time in Manhattan.
I think you're just 100 years too late, but it would have been big then. You should send the hat to the mice people and let them bling it for you.
Oh, imagine the
then
bling.
you'd really have something.
I have to say, though, now that I look at it, when I straighten out the brim, it looks just like a sombrero. I thought it was
it's
a cowboy.
multi-purpose hat. A cowboy hat, sombrero.
Just don't get caught in the rain.
But there's more. Turn it upside down, and it's a milk container.
Would you-
Soup, but drink it fast.
Look, they've got the Peace logo. You could get the Peace logo. You could get a pink leopard. You could get a fleur-de-lis if you're into the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have anything with an anchor on it?
Oh, yeah, I bet. We'll find it.
Okay.
Even
I want something
keychains.
with
Look at
an
that.
anchor.
This is a remote control for your garage. If only those were real jewels.
Yeah, they probably have to charge $40 if they were.
This is crystalcase.com, and I want to thank them because they completely, without my knowledge, permission, or encouragement, They put the
saved
logo,
your butt.
and they saved my butt once again. Basically, folks, just want you to know, any crap you send me is almost guaranteed to appear as a Turn the Table Tuesday segment on the Daily GizWiz, because I believe in quality. Oh, actually,
Yep.
You know what? I got 3 of these. I handed them out, and they were actually fighting in the lobby out there trying to get these mice. This is something hotly desired by my staff.
Yeah, with the money you pay them, I don't blame them.
They turned around immediately and sold it.
I see all 3 on eBay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time, my friends, to take a walk down the Great White Way. Pay no attention to the signs saying Eddie Cantor or Ethel Merman is playing there. No, my friends, forget those big stars, because you've got an agenda. You've got a purpose. You've got a place to be. You head on up Broadway, past 1st Street, past 2nd Street, past 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street, 6th Street, 7th Street, and 8th Street, up past 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th. I got a long way to go, don't I, Dick? 13th, 14th,
It's on
15th.
82nd, I'll tell you. Express stop. 42, 72.
And finally, to Broadway and
83.
West 80th Street. And there you are at Dick's Gadget Warehouse. Man, my feet are killing me.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
And now let's see what Dick's got in the Gadget Warehouse.
Leah, how you doing, pal?
Hey, Dickie D, weren't you just here a second ago?
Yeah, I was.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, it's good to see you. You know, as I said earlier, this pick for the warehouse is a little premature.
Yes.
Maybe by about 4 hours.
Slightly snarky.
Yes, exactly. I sent you a picture of it in the last email. So at one of the events during the CEA Line Show week,
Yes.
I went to the Polaroid booth.
Oh, are they still around?
Leo, I don't quite get it. They were showing the Polaroid Pic 300.
Yes. What is that?
Which
Would that be an
is-
instant camera, Dick?
It's an instant camera
What?
that Leo, it's $100. Now the old camera took. There you go.
It's about the
it-
ugliest camera I ever saw.
It has 4 settings:
For
bright, very bright, indoors,
under the
dark.
covers.
Those are the settings. Everything else is automatic.
Oh,
And
is this an instant? I mean, is this Polaroid
Leo,
film?
Here is all I have for the Gadget Warehouse is a photo from that camera. It
What?
takes credit card size, not credit card, credit card, business size card, instant pictures. I said to the person, who is this aimed at? And she said, oh, absolutely everybody.
It's aimed at them in the same way that a 40-millimeter howitzer would be aimed at them.
But, you know, I went on Amazon. It
Yeah.
is for sale. And there were a certain number of people who said, oh, I really love mine.
It's a
It reminds
nostalgia.
me
It's a
of
nostalgia.
the old days.
Yeah, it's nostalgia.
But, Leo, it's still $1 a picture.
Well, and where do you get the film? Do they
You
make
get it from them. It's that the film. It's the zinc, ZINK photo paper, so it comes out dry and
It's not like the old Polaroid stuff.
No. It comes out dry and I think it's waterproof. And but it just seemed like in this digital age, a bizarre thing to invest money in.
I think they're trying to capitalize on the nostalgia market. There's people who love this stuff. I don't think they'll sell a whole lot of them.
Yeah, no, I don't either. And I thought, I'm probably not going to have one in the Gadget Warehouse, but it's sort of Gadget Warehouse worthy, don't you think?
Yes. I think if you had just said, Leo, I got this in 1965, And,
yeah, you could. Yeah, I could have fooled you.
You
right?
could have fooled me.
Exactly. You could have
And
said, "Oh yeah, wow, what an old piece of junk."
Yeah, remember those days? You'd wait. You'd take the picture.
Well,
You'd
happy
wave
days are here again.
It's back, baby. And you know what, Dick? It comes in 3 colors: red, blue, and black.
Oh, and if I could get a bling version, whoa!
I
would
think
be
we could
happy.
send this to crystalcase.com and they could blingify it.
Yeah,
I think
so
Polaroid missed
I
a
said,
bet
so
there.
the photos are $1 each, and the woman said, "Well, you could get it down to like 85 cents if you buy 3 packs, or you could get it down even cheaper if you buy 10 packs of film."
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get it. Anyway,
I didn't even know they were still in business.
they had a success with a little, and we did it on the Daily GizWiz. It came out. It was ridiculously expensive. It was called Pogo. It was just called the Pogo, and it was a little Bluetooth printer that printed pictures about this size. And it came in at like $130, and before long was selling for $69 and $49. And they are coming out with a new Bluetooth printer. I think that's going to make bigger pictures.
Well,
but in this day
have,
and age,
Lady Gaga doing their? I mean, didn't she like?
oh, you're right.
I think they
about
have-
a year ago.
Yeah, because she had those glasses that would
Yes.
take a
Yeah.
picture and then show the picture on the glasses.
Yeah. Was anybody in the chat room going to run out and buy?
That's a good
now
question.
that you heard about it, are you rushing out to buy the Polaroid Pic 300? I said $100, but you can get it as low as $85
And $1 a print.
and $1 a print. No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So, Web 248 says you have to hold up a stick with flash powder if it's too dark. Smile for the camera. I want to put your picture in the paper.
So I'd rather rearrange my sock drawer first. That's kind of funny.
Well, I'm telling you, the nostalgia market. There's somebody somewhere who would absolutely.
Yes,
buy it.
yeah, no. We probably did someone to serve it.
Ooh, this hat is so heavy that I'm starting to suffer neck pain.
Oh, well, that's okay. It sounds like an insurance claim to me.
Aha!
Yeah, sue the hat maker.
Aha! So, letters to the GizWiz.
Letters to the GizWiz. I like to try and help this guy out. His name is David Rosenfeld.
Yeah.
And the subject is possible help with dog transport dilemma. Dear Dick and Leo, my name is David Rosenfeld. I've written 12 mystery novels. 9 feature a dog-loving lawyer named Andy Carpenter. In fact, in the latest in the series called One Dog Night.
A dog-loving lawyer? Is that what you just said?
Yeah,
Okay,
a dog-loving mystery writer. Oh, yeah, dog-loving lawyer, yeah. One Dog Night comes out next week. In my real world, I have a bizarro life. I'm a total dog lunatic who, along with my wife, run a dog rescue operation that has rescued more than 4,000 large dogs.
Wow.
We place them in good homes. If we find one that's too old or too ill for anyone else to want, they come home as our pets. Right now, we have 27. 15 of those are sitting here as I'm typing this. Here's my problem. Maybe your listeners can help. We're moving from Southern California to Maine in September. We have no idea how to get that many dogs there. If your viewers or listeners have any ideas, I'd love to hear them by email or Facebook.
You've heard of the gravy train, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, the great Petaluma. They'll have to
We
go
got
through
a gravy train.
If anybody can help David, he said, feel free to give my email address. It's David Rosenfeld, David, ROSENFELT, at AOL.com.
How many dogs?
He has 27 large dogs.
Wow.
That he wants to move from Southern California to Maine. And on Facebook, he's David Rosenfeld. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe, we helped the guy who needed, he was trying to send some solar panel ideas to friends of his church that are going overseas.
Toronto Mario says a big slingshot, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe if you're working on The Simpsons.
A trebuchet, perhaps?
Yes.
Horse trailer?
Horse trailer.
Yeah.
A U-Haul.
U-Haul.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a lot easier to find dogs that lawyers love than lawyers that dogs love, because there's one of him.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But anyway...
send them via Greyhound.
Yeah, oh, that's good. How could I
TK, yeah.
So if you think of something, David Rosenfeld at AOL.com.
I got
now,
it.
Leo,
You could create the new Southern California Iditarod. Southern California to Maine. We provide the dogs. You provide the mush.
yeah, and a big sleigh that as you go through all the villages, people throw donations into the sleigh.
Now, Dick, I have one more thing before we wrap this up.
Oh, and did you get the email I sent you? Because I wanted to... Oh, so Leo, this is a...
What is the explanation of this, Mr. DeBartolo?
Leo, I didn't get it at first. So I'm walking through the CEA Line Show.
Yes.
And I come to this booth, and the guy goes, he's coming, quick, close your eyes for a minute. So I close my eyes for a minute and go, okay, open your eyes.
That's really a bad way to start a conversation.
The three of them have cell phones on their head. And they go, thanks for all the publicity.
What?
Leo, it was Easy Holder that you showed about a month ago.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And while you were talking about it, you were sticking the cell phone everywhere. And you said, how does this look, Dick? And you put a phone on your head. And obviously they thought it was a riot. And the guy said, oh, can we take a picture together? I said, only if I can stick a cell phone on my head.
That's funny is that I actually put that thing in my car dashboard. I have it on my bedside, and it really is handy. It's just a little Velcro thing you attach your phone to.
Yes. And then they make cell handle.
Uh-huh.
And also, I said, listen, we love the gadget. I said, actually, I have not seen the gadget because Leo's in California.
Yeah.
And I said, the only thing that we were disappointed in is the price of the 2 extra discs, which is $10. And the guy said, Dick, it's not just Velcro. He said, look at this. He said, it's very soft to the touch, but yet it really grabs onto the phone. He said, we spent a lot of money trying to develop this, which is why he said, you can't just cut out Velcro and do it at home. And I said, you know what? People think doing this sort of thing is really easy. Just tell me, what did it spend from the time you had the idea to the time you actually had finished packaging? And he said, the three of us, and we're in for $120,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
and one of them's a lawyer, so they did a lot of their own paperwork.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm glad we could help them out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no, it's good. But, Leo, the thing is, instead of saying...
It works
so
forever.
Go on a little twit that, no. they thought that you were very funny. I said, the funny thing is, Leo normally, during the Daily GizWiz, is like a scientist. I said, he takes everything so seriously. I just don't recall that he would do something as offhanded and silly as putting that on his head. But obviously at some point
No
he did
way,
it.
Dick.
No, it must have been some sort of lapse in judgment where you did that.
Right.
Yes.
Dick, we're out of time, and thank God you're out of Velcro.
Not a minute too soon.
You could join us every Saturday afternoon about 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern at live.twit.tv as we do the weekly daily GizWiz. But if you miss it, don't worry. We record it. Wait a minute.
Oh, did you remember to do that?
Usually.
Oh, okay, good.
Most of the time we record it.
If you go to my website and you just see one blank page, that's when
the recording.
Right. Oh, by the way, everything about this, somebody sent me an email. I wouldn't embarrass him by saying, sometimes you guys say the website's so fast, I can't write it down. Don't you have a place where you could put this stuff?
Oh, yeah, we put it on the website, GizWiz.Biz or TWiT.tv.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
GizWiz.Biz.
It's easy to remember.
Everything is there. Pictures, links.
Yeah. That's why we write it down.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's a TWIT dot TV
Okay, hang on.
/D.
Yeah.
I'll be here. G. W. It's the W that really slows you down.
Yeah, I think it is.
No letter should have more.
You know, could you put that link in an email? Because it was too
what's your
fast.
email address?
Dick at GizWiz. I'll be here.
Weekly daily GizWiz, a weekly GizWiz.
Okay.
A lousy theme for the weekly daily
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.